Okay, so we're back again with something a little different, but nothing too far from the normal on this channel. A Honda E300E petrol generator. I picked this up at an auction just this Sunday gone, and basically what sold me on it was the fact that it had its box, ignore the black cable, but it also had all the wires, the books, the instructions, and some of the spare parts as well for it. In fact, the only part that's missing is the little handle that would make your spanner, your socket set to remove the spark plug. So other than that, it is complete. It's in generally lovely condition. There's a little bit of surface rust and some scratches, but from what I understand, looking at it, it's been ran maybe once or twice. Underneath all the covers, in fact, we can even show you, is like brand new. There's the little data plate. All the stickers are in really good nick. So everything is still shiny. The paint hasn't burnt off the exhaust. There's no soot around the exhaust hole. Everything is really tidy, which is quite hard, not very common on a generator of this age. So my guess is somebody bought it for supposed power outages, or maybe the miners' strikes or something like that. And I'm struggling to get this bloody screw back in. We'll leave that. I'll do that in a second. And basically used it once, or started it up and tested it out, and then never used it again. So all I needed to do really was actually clean the points. I spent a long time doing it because I was silly and didn't look into it first. Ended up removing all the covers and going at the flywheel from the recoil side, but looking at the recoil and how the recoil is, it's behind the flywheel. So that should have been a good indicator that it's not going to be there. And sure enough, the points are in on the other side under a little cover and a little aluminium fan. Anyway, clean the points up, fresh fuel. It already had good clean oil in it, and a few yanks, and it was going. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get it all set up. I'll get you propped up. I'll put this cover back on properly, and we'll see if it'll go. I've not run it since Sunday, so we'll see how many pulls it takes before it starts. Yeah, we'll cut back in a second. I've just screwed the cover back on. Put it in a bit of a better position. Let's see what that's like. There you go. It's a nice view. A bit grassy, but hey ho. Got the cables all ready, and we're just going to see how easy she goes. So let the fuel settle through for a second. And flip the choke net up. Let's give her a go. You never know. You can't undo that. It does hunt a little bit with the choke off, but then it kind of settles itself out. First pull. Yes, it was running on Sunday, but that's still not bad. And there you have it. She's running away. I'm really chuffed with it. I mean, I'm not needing a generator as such, but then again the shed doesn't have power, so it will come in handy, that's for sure. And everything seems to work. We have the DC cables. I'm going to try charging a battery with it later, but yeah, and if you turn the dial you can speed it up. Happy there. No nasty smoke. Just a generally lovely little generator. We've got old manuals, old books, and the dinkiest little spark plugs. They are tiny. Came with 2 spare spark plugs. I put a new one in it. That was the one that had been in it since new. And then this little spanner, some fuses, and the box spanner for taking out the plug. So it's nice that it's got some spares. And yeah, that's basically it. It's a sweet little thing. Switch this off. Like that. And that's that. And the only thing I would say about this, it's lovely, but I can see it being a bit of a pain if you were to leave it for a long period of time without any stabiliser in the tank, because you can't turn the fuel off without turning the ignition off. So any fuel that's left in the carb is going to stay in the carb rather than running it out. One thing I do need to do is get it a new air filter. Doesn't have one in there currently because the old one had turned to dust. So yeah, we do need to get it a new air filter, but other than that, she's mint. And I'm pretty chuffed with it. So yeah, all is well. Quite happy with it. I hope you enjoyed this little video. Nothing too fancy, nothing too interesting. And I wish I'd done some videos on actually taking the casing apart and actually showing you where everything was and cleaning up the points. But at the time, I was kind of just keen on getting it going to see if it would. So yeah, that's where we're at. I hope you enjoyed this video of this little E300 generator, and I'll see you in the next video.